Jeffro from Two Hacks Garage. Yep, I'm standing on a scale. Holiday season. Well, guess what, guys? You eat a lot, pack on a few pounds. It's always nice to have a scale in front of you to see where you were at and where you're at now so you can somewhat meet your goals of your ideal weight. What does that have to do with anything about drag racing or building muscle cars? Simple. We always like to know what the weight of our vehicles are. However, that's not always as simple as just, having a scale like this that I just stood on. Some of us live in a rural area. We have access to a grain bin, and most of those have scales, and you can take your car, drive it on there, and get the overall weight of that vehicle. That being said, is it accurate for pounds? Well, it is actually. But, a lot of us are building cars in the wintertime, maybe not have an engine in it, like my dragster or Kyle's car right now, no engine in it. And you might want to be able to get, the weight of a car and a rolling chassis and then one complete. Why is that important? Well, you know what, guys? Sometimes you just want to know what your overall weight of your car is. So when you're looking at your time slips, you see your 60-foot times, your 330, your 660, your 1320, all that fun jazz. Your gearing, there's all those math that you can actually calculate horsepower because we don't all have access to a dyno. I know I sound like I'm rambling, but there's a better method to actually weigh a car that doesn't require you to actually go to a grain bin scale or try to find a scale locally, maybe at a recycler or somewhere like that. Something that's a whole lot more accurate, and it's made by Proform. You know what? 2X Garage, we have a game changer when it comes to weighing our vehicles, kind of calculating what we want to do moving forward with our chassis, placement of different items, maybe moving weight, you name it. I know I'm rambling. I'm still doing a lot of homework on this, but we got ourselves a vehicle scale. I'm going to show it to you in a second, but one of the important parts about a vehicle scale, well, you know what? It's 4 corners. The scale that I got is pretty neat. It has a pad for each wheel, and you go ahead and you set your vehicle on that and you weigh it. The neat part about that is, guys, is what happens is when you know your balance, your front and back, you can calculate if you need to move weight to the front, move it to the back, not only for drag racing, but you know what? You can do it for road racing, all that fun jazz. Also a cool part, if you're a drag racer and you're trying to shed pounds, this can accurately tell you how much weight you're shedding and where. With that, guys, I just got this in. I really want to show it to you. I haven't even set it up yet. So this is going to be, pretty much kind of like a product review on how to use a vehicle scale. I've never done it. They're pretty cool. We've always talked about like the benefits of having one. Well, guess what? We now have one, which will be used for a lot of projects moving forward. You know what, guys? Let's just check it out and let's get it set up and see what happens. All right, guys. So you know what? Just right off the bat, this is the Proform 5,000-pound vehicle weighing scale, 4-pad system, 1,250 pounds per pad. As you can see, it's portable, mobile. It comes with this really awesome carrying case. What I thought was neat is you got a handle here, but it's also got a dolly handle here, because the cool part is it's got wheels back here. So it's kind of like cool luggage where, you know what, you can take it anywhere you want. And I do have some plans for this later on this spring and summer, going to some drag races. But let's see what we got in here. Pretty nice heavy duty case. Here's the pads. They're all the same style pad. Kind of neat. Really actually sturdy kind of setup here. Let me see if I can't get a better picture here for you. So it's a big heavy duty construction. Nice carry handle. And as you can see here, this is where you hook stuff up. We're going to go over that here in a second. So yeah, it comes with 4 of these awesome pads. Get these out. And if you look, they are color-coded. Here, if you look right there, it's color-coded. Each one has a unique color. You have yellow. It looks like green, blue, and white. I don't know what that does yet. Like I said, I've never used this. I literally just got this, and we're going to unpackage it, and we're going to give it a shot. So it has the 4 pads that your tires are going to sit on. Really awesome heavy-duty construction. You can see it's got nice foam in here to protect it, keep everything separate, nice and snug in here. Really digging that. Even comes with batteries, even better. You got a USB cable. Don't know what that's for yet. Aha! Here we go. Oh, what was that? Oh, more batteries. This looks to be the entire system right here. I'm going to guess, just by looking at this, obviously this is your right rear, right front, or left rear, left front. Get a little better picture of that. And look, those are color-coded just to the pads. So I'm just going to take a gander here that, this is a pretty easy setup. Like I said, I've never done this before, but it's absolutely cool. And you got these 4 cables here that are also color-coded to those pads. So without even looking at any instructions or going online, you know what, guys, this looks like to be a pretty simple setup. We got our awesome little handy display here. Like I said, I don't know anything about it yet. You're going along with the journey on how to use this. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get this set up, get it in place, and we're going to learn how to do this. See you in a few. All right, so what I did was, this thing comes with instructions, very, very easy to read. And actually, like I showed you guys, that box is color-coded. It tells you where everything needs to go. The pads themselves are color-coded along with the wires. It's pretty cut and dry, but it also does come with some very good instructions here. So basically what I did is I followed the first step on this, and it basically says connect the 4 connecting wires to their respective pads according to their color-coded markings. Front right, front left, right rear, right left, reference setup configuration image on previous page, which I did. And it does talk about, what you do first. Before you put anything on there, you just get everything set up, and we're going to walk through this. Like I said, I've never done this before. So what I did was I got all the pads, like it said, to put them where they're supposed to go, which I did. I got them all hooked up, and I confirmed what it said. So now what I'm going to do after I install the batteries is I'm going to go through the actual instructions on here, and we're going to get this thing going because I want to see how this thing works. All right, so if you look here, install the 4 AA batteries into the LCD display if you have not already done that. Well, I already did that. Turn the LCD display power on by pressing the on-off button. Wait until the readings for each pad show 0 or press tear button to zero it out. Press your kilograms or pounds button to choose the unit of measurement. So if you're American, if you're British, Canadian, whatever, we got you covered. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this thing on. It's already set to pounds, which is awesome. And they are all zeroed out, which is great. So go back here. It says to lift the vehicle up and put the center of the pad in the center of the tire. Note, do not press the tear button if the vehicle is on the pads. Otherwise, the vehicle has to be removed and the scale has to reset to 0 again. While the car is on the pads, shake each one of the corners of the car up and down to relieve any of the residue stress or friction within the chassis. The total vehicle weight, individual weight of each wheel, and individual percentage of each wheel will be shown. Reference screen shot number 1. Okay. To view front to rear, side to side, and cross weights, press and hold the kilogram pound button. While holding the kilogram pound button, press and release tear to scroll through the additional weighing screens. We're going to go over that here in a second. But first off, I need to get this dragster up on here. Now, mind you, if you look, there's no engine there. I've got 2 of them right here and a bunch of parts over there that I'll be building soon. So, you know what? That's going to factor in some stuff too. Like I said, this is like the bench racer's dream right here. There's so much you can do with this. And we're going to do a lot of that this summer as we build not only this dragster, my Thunderbird, Kyle's Big Green Machine GTO. We are going to use this for not only calculating horsepower, we're going to use it to get stuff balanced out, front to rear, all that fun stuff. But I'm really excited. So what I need to do first, because I'm rambling, is I need to get my dragster up on the scales. I've never weighed this, so this is going to be interesting. See you in a few. All right, guys. So we did. What I showed you is I put it up there, put it on the actual pads. As you can see there, everything is per the instructions. I got everything up on there. And what this is doing is showing you the weight balance. Obviously, there's no engine in here, but if you look here, 61 or 62 pounds on the front, 53 on that side. That's 9.2% of the weight, 7.9 on the right front. The rear back here on the left rear, it's got 270. The right rear's got 283, 40.5%, 42.4%. Like I said, there's no engine in here. Check this out, guys. Total weight of this, 667 pounds. It's pretty lightweight. That might seem light, but you got to remember, there's no engine in it. There's no driver in it. There's no transmission in it. There's no fuel in it. It's all chromoly tubing, aluminum. Everything's pretty lightweight. So that is how that section works right there. I'm actually pretty surprised how lightweight that is, but you know what? It is pretty cool. But we're going to run through some of them functions real quick. So remember I showed you at the beginning of this, it has additional functions. Well, basically it talks about front to rear, side to side, and cross weights, all that fun jazz. I still need to kind of research a lot of that, but you know what? This thing's super easy to use. It basically says to do that, you're going to, while holding the kilogram pound button, you're going to press and release the tare to scroll through the additional weighting screens. We're just going to run through that real quick and show you. But if you want to know what the actual buttons are on this screen, it's got a nice little tutorial here. On and off, tare, kilograms, pounds, backlighting. Pretty cool. So it says here, pretty simple. To view front to rear, side to side cross weights, press and hold the kilograms per pound button while holding the kilograms pound button, press and release tare. Scroll through additional ones. Okay, well, that's what we're going to try. So we need to find the kilogram pound button, which is your function, and then your tare. And it just takes you through the whole entire thing, which is pretty neat. I am going to be doing a lot of research on that, but you know what? That's absolutely cool. I do like this. Very easy, very, very, very easy to set up. You know what? It took me probably under 5 minutes to get everything set up, a couple more minutes to get it actually on the tires. And I'm really digging this. Like I said, this is a bench racer's dream. There is so much you can do with one of these. And this summer and this spring, we've got a whole lot of content that's going to be coming with this. This item right here, absolutely, absolutely cool. Look at that, guys. You know what? I timed it to get this thing put away, taking it off the vehicle, you know, getting everything nice and wrapped up, bundled, put back in this awesome case like I showed you earlier. It's kind of like a nice luggage thing. Handle slides down. You got this handle. It's not too heavy. It's actually a really quality construction on that. I'm digging it. I'm really digging it. It took me, I'm going to say about 3 minutes. I know this is a dragster, but if you're dealing with a car, I'm just going to gander, 5 minute setup, 5 minute tear down. Absolutely awesome item. Bench racer's dream, drag racer's dream, muscle car guy's dream. Like I said, we're going to be using this in a ton of content moving forward. Having your weight distribution, front, rear, left to right, you know what? You can really tune your chassis. You can really tune your car overall for better launches, better handling, overall better performance. You can also calculate horsepower based upon your 60-foot times. Like I said, your 330, your 660, your 1320, all that. All those times and all that, you can actually calculate all that based upon your weight, based upon your times. There's all kinds of neat stuff with that, which we're going to do in the spring and summer once we get our cars built. Absolutely awesome item. I can't wait to start using this. I just wanted to, you know, kind of show this off because it's really, really cool. I've always wanted one of these. And this is the first time I used it. I literally just got this in, unboxed it, decided, you know what, guys, I'm going to make a video, and I'm going to show everyone how easy it is to use, how user-friendly it is. And while looking at the instructions, the little USB cable, you know what, guys, you can actually download PC software. There's tech support, everything. Instructions, simple. I'm really happy with this. This is going to be really, really cool. And I was surprised to see actually how light my dragster is. Like I said, no fuel, no driver, no engine, no transmission, but it's extremely light. With that, guys, this is going to be a game changer for Two Hacks Garage. You're going to see a whole lot of this going into all of our projects, whether it be just knowing the weight, calculating horsepower, trying to transfer weight around, trying to lighten things up, and in some cases, maybe even add weight. With that, I hope you enjoyed it. Drag racer's dream, bench racer's dream. This is a very versatile tool, and there's a lot more to it than just weighing it. With that, we'll see you in the next one.